Hello guys, if you have been using a lot of different products for your hyperpigmentation but it's not been working on your skin, then you have come to the right place because in today's video, I will be breaking down the ingredients that you need to treat your hyperpigmentations along with the reasons, the causes, or whatnot of why hyperpigmentation is happening on your skin. Before we start, a quick question. Why do you think the products that you're using are not working on your hyperpigmentation or dark spots? Well, that's because you're using the wrong ingredient to treat the wrong symptom. These are the different types of hyperpigmentation that can occur on your face or any part of your body. So the first type is age spots. Age spots are dark brown or tan in color and they occur on your skin when you are exposed to the sun a lot. The second type is melasma. Melasma can occur when you are exposed to the sun or due to hormonal changes. The next type is post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. This kind of hyperpigmentation occurs due to sunburn or acne or inflammations, etc. And the next type is freckles. Freckles are tiny dark spots that appear on your face where there is more sun exposure. Also, please note that hyperpigmentations are usually harmless spots that appear on your skin either during childhood, pregnancy, or any age. There are also other types of hyperpigmentation that might occur on your skin due to underlying disorders or previous skin trauma. I'm not going to go too deep into this. I'm just going to give you a top level basic explanation so you can understand what ingredient to use to treat which. Did I say it correct? I hope so. So in a general, hyperpigmentation or dark spots occur when the skin cells produce a lot of melanin. And the skin cells that produce these melanin are called as melanocytes. What exactly triggers melanocytes? Well, melanocytes can be triggered by sun exposure, certain medications, pregnancy, hormonal changes, environmental factors, and so on. If you're using a topical product for hyperpigmentation, please don't expect results within weeks because once the melanin production has been stopped, it stops the hyperpigmentation, but the epidermis needs to produce new cells to remove that hyperpigmented cell, and it's going to take at least a month or so for that to happen. So far we understood that melanin is the reason for hyperpigmentation, and to reduce hyperpigmentation we have to stop the production of melanin. Also, there's an enzyme called tyrosinase that controls the melanin production. Why did I talk about tyrosinase? That's because most of the ingredients out there are going to be tyrosinase inhibitors, because if you're going to target your melanocyte, it's going to disrupt your cell. So you don't want that. You just want to stop the process of melanin production. So these ingredients target the process of melanin production and not the skin cell that produces melanin. We are here to the important part of the video where I break down what ingredient does what and which is effective for your hyperpigmentation. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? If you like the video, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. The first ingredient in line is alpha-arbutin. Alpha-arbutin is a hydroquinone derivative made from blueberry, cranberry, or paper mulberry. This is a mild ingredient because its active ingredients are released slowly into the skin after a while. Alpha-arbutin also has skin lightening and depigmentation properties, making it a star ingredient. And next in line is kojic acid. Kojic acid is recommended by dermatologists as a skin lightening agent. Kojic acid not only treats hyperpigmentation, it's also going to prevent hyperpigmentation. And kojic acid is derived from a fungus. So if you are looking for an organic derivative to treat your hyperpigmentations, then this is your answer. So next is retinol. Retinol, as we know, is a derivative of vitamin A. It not just reduces the melanin production, it also increases the skin cell turnover. Skin cell turnover is nothing but replacing the old dead cells with new skin cells. So retinol actually promotes skin cell turnover. When using retinol over time, you will see that the new skin cells don't have any hyperpigmentations in them. Retinol can be used for all types of hyperpigmentations including sunspots, age spots, liver spots, etc. So next in line is hydroquinone. This is another skin lightening agent. It is amazing to reduce your hyperpigmentations or dark spots. There might be adverse effects if you're using hydroquinone for a longer period of time. Proceed only if it's prescribed by your dermatologist. Next in line is azelaic acid. Azelaic acid is another tyrosinase inhibitor that not only fades hyperpigmentation, it also prevents hyperpigmentations. It also has anti-inflammatory properties, thereby treating your inflammation while reducing your dark spots. And azelaic acid is one ingredient that is safe to use during pregnancy to reduce melasma. So next is the good old vitamin C. Vitamin C, aka ascorbic acid, has a rich source of antioxidant. This is going to stop the production of melanin by inhibiting tyrosinase, and it's going to depigment your pigmented skin. Vitamin C is also involved in collagen synthesis. Therefore, it's the perfect optimal photoproduction that you need. So next is niacinamide. Niacinamide works by stopping the transfer of melanosome in melanocytes. Let me just break it down. Melanocytes produce melanin in one area of the cell, and by stopping the transfer of melanosome, you can stop the production of melanin. So niacinamide works in that way to stop the production of melanin. So using niacinamide can show you visible results in your dark spots and sun-induced damages. Also, if you have dry, sensitive skin or skin inflammations, niacinamide is going to be your buddy. So next is glycolic acid. Glycolic acid has small AHAs that's going to penetrate your epidermis to the basal layer, and it's going to promote skin cell turnover. Also, it's going to remove melanin buildup in the cells. And last in line is tranexamic acid. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I'm going to call it tranexamic acid. Tranexamic acid or whatever I'm just going to call it TA. So TA is going to help reduce your pigmentation by stopping the activation of melanocytes. So TA is derived from the amino acid lysine, and it also helps increase the skin barrier function by promoting hydration and protecting your skin against external factors. TA can be used to treat hyperpigmentations, melasma, rosacea, and post-inflammatory hyperpigmentations. And we are at the end of the video, guys. I hope this video was really educational for you. Also, a kind note, before you add any products on your skin, always be sure to learn about the ingredients, how it will affect your skin, and what exactly is the problem that you are treating. Without knowing this, please don't use any products because it might give you adverse reactions. Until next time.